Infinity is here at ABR 2024.
We're going to show you around, we're going to get stuck in, but first, the ride up.
So we're down on the shop floor in Camberley to look at things that we're going to possibly need for ABR. Starting off with luggage because we need to take our stuff up there somehow. And I think we've come to decide to go for like Oxford.
Oxford Atlas, yeah, it's just been released, so I think it's probably a good time to give it a proper test. So, well, we've got to think about what we're taking, I suppose. So,
yeah.
I mean, I'm taking, we've both got a tent each, so we've both got one-man tent each. We need sleeping bags. We're going to decide whether we need like probably a cooker. We might not, we're going in a group, so they might have
one up there
and other bits like kettles and stuff. So it's just more for us being comfortable. We might bring a chair, we might bring some other bits, but main focus is going to be the tent and the sleeping bag. So my plan is I was going to have some sort of tail bag and have 2 dry packs
on either side. Okay.
If I can fit it all in that way, we'll see. But I mean, we've got a lot of choice here to choose from. So yeah, I was thinking possibly an Atlas T20.
Okay.
And then run my dry packs on the side, possibly a backpack. Yeah,
I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to run a backpack and a tail pack as well. But from my experience from Spain, I can't wear the backpack, so I'm just going to mount it on there. Okay. But throughout our days at ABR, I reckon having a backpack would be handy, carrying our camera gear, going around to different places, I think.
So with Atlas, you can mount this like a tail pack, can't you?
Yeah, yeah. Now we need other bits and bobs for while we're there, because we're both on bikes that aren't technically adventure bikes.
Very street.
They're very street, albeit I have put new tyres on mine.
Yeah, you'll be right. I'm having new tyres fitted on Monday.
But they're still road tyres.
6s. They're still road tyres.
Yeah, yeah.
They're going to be fresh.
Yeah, and the gear that we're going to be wearing is not quite adventure bike ready, but
we're here for the experience.
Yeah, we're here for the experience.
So yeah, so on grass, we're going to need something stable to set the bikes down on.
Yeah. Because from last year, if people don't know, I woke up to my bike half in the ground.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's not good.
Not good at all.
Not good.
And well, we're forecast for sunny weather. Touch wood, we
it stays that way.
Because they're just going to sink more.
Yeah. Right, okay, cool. Let's go over to the other Oxford stand and see what we can get our hands on.
Cool, let's go.
Do you want some track boots?
So I spotted these earlier.
Which one?
So Oxford do like pucks.
They look like giant guitar picks, don't they?
They do look massive like guitar picks.
To be fair, I reckon that if I can get this off, come on, the Larry ones are going to be useful because
you reckon?
What you don't know until you're there is at night, it's very, very dark because there's no like street lamps or anything. It's just a field. So a black one might not be the most optimal.
Do you not think the green's going to blend in with the grass?
It's a Larry green. Yeah.
Should be okay.
But they have it on grass in the picture, to be fair. We also decided on possibly a toolkit, just in case.
We've got our own tools, but it's just probably safe to have a third one as a backup, just in case there's something in there that we don't have in our own.
Okay, cool. So we've got biker toolkit.
That as well. And you had a good idea for a possible like a tyre inflator.
Yeah. We've got Rocket at the moment, didn't we? It's a new thing that we've taken on.
Yeah.
But the cool thing with that is it's a tyre inflator as well as a power bank.
Portable battery pack.
Yeah.
Which is just behind you.
Cool.
Rocket, they come in 2 variations. They do 2 options. So the TI1 and the TI2.
Okay.
So the TI1 is, I believe, a 5200 milliamp battery.
Okay.
The TI2 is a 78 milliamp battery.
Okay.
7800. So it depends on what we need. But I mean, we're only probably going to be charging emergency devices like our phones.
Yeah. Possibly some batteries and stuff for the cameras.
Filming.
Yeah. That's probably the most use out of it.
So I mean, 5200 should cover us for most devices.
Yeah. And while we're up there, luckily for us, at ABR, they do have like charging like stations and ports there and what have you. So we're not going to be without electricity.
We're not going completely off grid.
Yeah. That would not be fun.
Suck if we would.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I reckon we go and do a test fit of some sort.
Yeah, let's see what we can do by fitting it onto the bike. So in the next clip, you'll probably see us over at my garage doing a test fit.
Let's go. Not in there.
Huh?
Not in there.
I think I might have left them inside, to be fair. So it's been a great success. My 2 brain cells combined together actually provided a decent outcome. Yeah. I actually fixed up the bike, even though it's a bit like the Leaning Tower of Pisa at the moment. It's not going to be a problem later on. And what I've come to find out is this could actually work as my bed. All I need to do is put a curtain over the top of me. Oh, sorry, a tent over the top of me.
Bit of a higher pillow.
Yeah, I'm sorted.
Yeah.
I reckon.
You could probably ride like that as well.
Yeah, actually.
Just getting extended for your throttle.
What we'll do, we'll test it out actually. But either way, I'm pleasantly surprised with the Atlas stuff. Normally, when it comes to packing up luggage, it's the bane of my life. But I have to give it to them. It was a very, very simple procedure.
Very, very smoothly.
Yeah.
As long as you've got some sort of planning in place, you're fine. Bearing in mind, I've just got the T20 on top of here. Yeah. It's a nice platform bed, but I mean, all I had to do was fit the straps in the right place, and it's done. And the straps are perfectly long enough. Yeah. That was my issue. I thought these straps aren't going to reach the entirety of the bags, you know, from top to bottom, but it worked out in my favour. I'm actually really happy. I'm really comfy. All I need to do now is pack out the bags with the rest of the kit that we need, and I think I'm sweet. Might struggle with the backpack, but I might be able to stack it a little bit higher. Yeah. We'll have to see. Or I could try and go on the outside. Yeah. To be fair, with that, you should be able to attach it to the side of it, but then that would mean one side would be wonky, if you know what I mean, unless you balance it out on the other side. But it should mount onto the side, because from what they have, you can have up to, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 mounted onto one sort of system. And the way I've done it probably isn't the right way, but it works. Yeah, consider I've got one, I should be able to at least have another option. So yeah, 100%. We'll see what it's like on the morning of. So what's the next plan? What are we doing next? I think this might be it. And then morning of. ABR. Pack stuff. Film it on the way. We're going to do one stop on the way there, I think. Yeah, definitely with my tank. Yeah. So I think it's around 300 miles on the way up from where we are at Infinity Camberley, let's say. It's around 300 miles, which is, I don't know how many hours. 2.5, 3 hours. Maybe. Yeah, depending on how good we're feeling. And then we should be at Ragley Hall, Warwickshire. 11. 11-ish. 10, 11. Yeah. So let's cut to that bit. Yeah. I'm so living. Right, so we just made a little pit stop at the one of the service stations, the last service station before we get up to Ragley Hall. We had a closure on the road earlier, quite sad to be fair. Not what you want to hear. Not what you want to hear. We got to the front of the traffic and they were diverting people off the motorway. I think there was a bit of a big motorcycle accident. So. Yeah, but at least now we're on our toes. And thank you to paramedics over there because they did it quite quickly to be fair before we started moving really again. So hopefully all is okay. But either way, we've just stopped over. I had to put a windbreaker on, or the waterproof thing that comes with the tour, because I was freezing, right? The weather has deceived me. I thought it was going to be sunny like the past couple of days, but I mean, the Furigan Brooks has done really well. I've taken the liner out of it. I didn't need the thermal liner, and honestly, you can't feel the wind through it at all. So yeah, it's holding up really well. Comfy as well. But yeah, I think that's pretty much us. And then we're going to be at Ragley Hall in less than an hour. Yeah, less than an hour. Catch you there. See you in a bit. Yeah, so we're about 20 minutes out. We should be there quite soon, obviously. Very interesting ride up. I put the waterproof on, and then as soon as I got to the motorway, I blew up like a balloon. Blew up like a massive balloon. I thought you were going to float away. I thought I'd just tether you down. It felt like it at some point. Well, Tom, we've made it. By the sign of the ABR flag, so I assume we're here. Do you think? No. I'm not quite sure. I'm not sold yet. I don't think we're here. Should we turn around and go back? Yeah. Right, so we are at ABR now. Settled? Pretty much, yeah. Just. We were meant to film doing the tent setup. We went to the retail tent where we're exhibiting, helped out the guys there, and then we came back and just set up the tent. So yeah, we forgot to put up the camera, but we done it in quick time, we assure you. Yes. Well, you did. I have never opened up my tent before. No, but it was pretty simple. There's Tom's abode, humble abode. I have a hallway through mine. I've got an alleyway. Gets a nice through breeze.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
It's a bypass actually, people can go through.
Yeah,
stop
no.
off.
You can use it as a walkway.
Mate, do you know what? I might make a drive-through. We have a little coffee machine, right? Just make it into like a drive-through tent. That'd be cool.
It's nice.
But yeah, so the tents are all set up, pretty much.
Steady as can be.
And then what are we doing next?
I guess we just pop the luggage inside the tents. We'll do a little walk around with the camera, I suppose.
Yeah.
Show people what's here at ABR.
Let's do that. Whoa.
Absolutely loads here. I mean, walking around there, so our tent is just back up there, you've seen shots of it. But if you walk around here, if you come here next year or if you're here now, like you walk around, there's so much here nowadays. I mean, 3 years ago, this wasn't popular at all, was it?
No. Last year it wasn't as big as this. Not by a long shot.
It's just grown massively. I mean, there's like so much here. I mean, you get bike manufacturer parts like Peugeot here, so you can get little fancy bits for your bike, levers, screens, and then you've just got the cool stuff like the adventure bikes that are kicking around. Yeah, it's awesome.
It feels like there's a lot more stages this year compared to last year, and everything feels a bit more tightly packed in a nice way. Everything was so spread out last year, but we had the infinity stand and then where we had to camp and then where we had to go get food. Everything felt so disproportionate, but now it's just getting bigger and better. Which is
like really good because it's like a festival for motorcycling like this has never really been done before. So, and it's in a decent location. It's in the Midlands. People can reach it fairly easily. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It took us what? From the south. We're not the south, but where we are.
Hampshire. Yeah. So top of Hampshire, 2 hours.
Like an easy 2 hours on the bike. Stopped over at a service station and then got over here. It was a nice little ride. And as you get closer and closer, the nicer the actual the roads become. Right, where are we off to now?
We are going to carry on, have a mooch around, see what's about. Head back to the Infinity tent, see what's up with those guys.
Yeah, what is up with those guys?
Huh? What is up with those guys?
What is up with those guys? We haven't even scratched the surface of this place yet.
No. No, we've just come to the retail bit. I mean, there's so many food places here. Yeah, there's loads. We haven't even touched the surface. We haven't even been around to see the trails yet. So.
And over in the distance there, it's the good old Ragley Hall.
Ragley Hall.
So we're done with day one. We got around a little bit, but not so much, right?
No, we were just saying, coming this far down, there's so much more here. So much more here. Danny,
hello.
From Oxford,
hello.
Alpine Stars. He's here with us.
Yeah. How you doing?
We're just going to enjoy the evening now.
Yeah. Really
That's this part. Yeah. Who we got on the stage?
Tonight we've got Crystal Rocks. She's a DJ from Ibiza, and yeah, I'm really excited about it. I'm with Josh. Josh is obviously fully geared up, ready to go.
He's
when I say geared up, I mean
he's like a proper festival goer. Exactly. Yeah.
But anyway, we haven't come around to this far.
No.
And what were you going to say?
Like, it's so much more extensive. So we just did a loop of the retail village.
Yeah. I think so.
As you come through, far over, so we've just been like directed over. So we've come to the stage bit now. Just behind us are all the bike manufacturers. And when you come through here, it's just fast. I mean, it's busy now because we've got the evening festivities going. But you'll see later on what we're going to get up to.
So a little recap of last night. It was very eventful. We went up to the main stage and then we went to the second stage, or the Bridgestone stage, where they had some Ibiza-inspired hits from a DJ that was from Ibiza. But my task this morning, after having a bit of breakfast, is to return the bacon to the marquee. What's your task for today?
Ride my bike, stick it outside the tent, put some Atlas Luggage on it, merchandise it, and good to go.
Okay, cool. I'll just put the bacon. Shall I put it on your exhaust?
Yeah.
Right, now we're moving over to go see Toby at Nevis, who does all day and easy, Risha, TCX, all those little goodies. So let's get on with that.
Let's go.
So I'm joined here by Toby from Nevis, who handles all day and easy, TCX, Risha, and all those goodies. Obviously, we're at ABR, so he's brought out loads of adventure kit. Are there any that's your like personal favourites that stand out the most?
Yeah. Yes, there are. It's funny you should say that. So, Affinity Adventure, so they brought out 2 new colours for 2024. So, camel and also the blue, grey, black. So the spec is the same, so it's a 2-layer. The great thing with the new one is the waterproof membrane you can wear under and over the jacket.
Yeah.
So on those warmer days or when it's not raining, you can take the waterproof membrane out, and the pocket on the rear is ventilated, so if your liner does get moist, you stow it away in there, and then it can dry out through the day. Massive mesh panel, so this whole panel opens up again for the hotter days, and then the 2 front ones fold away, and then you can push them back into line. Nice big openable vents on the arms, so loads and loads of throughput of air again for those warmer days. Perfect for adventure riding.
Yeah, any boots?
So something that's really capturing the imagination at the moment. This is quite a new thing to motorcycling. Obviously the sneaker thing has got bigger and bigger over the last few years. TCX have taken that to the next level, so it's a real crossover boot. It's got a Gore-Tex surround sole, which is a product that's patented by Gore. So I don't know if you can see, but the airflow can go right the way through the boot in this. So again, on warmer days, you've got all the protection, so it's CE approved, so it's done all its crumple zones, its crush zones, its impact zones, but it's nice and short, so it's comfortable if you're wearing jeans, protective jeans, that kind of thing. But again, loads and loads of airflow. So on hotter days, and it's Gore-Tex, so it's completely waterproof.
Does it still have the Z plate in it as well?
So this one does have the Z plate technology and ground track. So again, a specific sole developed for off-road type use. So nice and grippy, but then you've got the benefit of Gore-Tex. So again, if you do get caught out in the shower, it's completely waterproof.
Gloves? Any decent gloves? Well, obviously they are.
So a new one for this season is the Armada. So again, it has the benefit of being Gore-Tex. It's got super fabric, but it's a nice, lightweight, thin glove. So not too bulky, not too heavy. Got the benefit of being completely waterproof and dry and lightweight, and lots of super fabric. So one of the most abrasion resistant fabrics known to man.
Yes.
So again, just in case you have a little off, you're nice and protected.
That's super important to have that there, especially when you're off-roading as well. But yeah, that's the key impact area where we damage the hands the most. So having that extra bit of protection with that super fabric is just taking up the next level, as they always do. Risha always makes fantastic gloves and other bits of garments and stuff. I sport the Risha Gent gloves for winter riding. It's a short cuff waterproof. It's not let me down once. But yeah, cool. Helmets, you want to talk about some Sharks and stuff? I know it's not going to be...
We can. So Shark don't make a specific adventure product, but obviously there's a lot of crossover type products that can be used depending on what you're using. One of the biggest successes for 2024 have been the new colorways in our Squall and D-Squall range. So they have the i3, which has got the lights, which you see now are thankfully woken up for us. So you have an integrated brake light on the rear, and then 2 lots of LEDs on the front. 3 settings, so you've got on, flashing, and then brake light only. So in the rear, you've got an LED system that works under braking. So there's a little micro accelerometer built into the back. So as the motorcycle slows down, brake light comes on and flashes automatically.
That is so cool.
Super cool. Comes with an iridium visor, this one in particular. So.
What about the shell? It's made out of...
So this is made out of Lexan. So Lexan is a patented version of a polycarbonate. So it's a posh plastic. The benefit being that because it's such a strong product, you can use less of it. So it's one of the lightest polycarbonate helmets on the market within its price range.
And you are not lying.
It's super light. And cool.
Yeah. Well, thank you for taking time out of your day to talk.
You're very welcome.
You work quite busy, but I'll catch you in a little bit. Maybe get some beers later.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
See you in the rave tent.
Yeah, let's go.
Thank you.
Right, so we've just shot back to the Infinity stand. Hopefully we can catch one of the guys free. We just have a quick chat with Danny. He's here from Oxford Products and Alpine Stars. Let's go see if we have a chat with him, see what he's got here for us. Danny?
Hello, mate.
How are we?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Thanks for coming out and helping on our stand.
Hey, no worries, mate.
I just wanted to ask what you've brought here from us from Oxford's Products and Alpine Stars.
Well, we try to focus the range really to the show.
Yeah.
So we've gone a lot with the roll bags. This is selling really well. The Aqua roll bag range, which is doing really well. We've got a couple of bikes out the front with it on, and also the new Atlas Luggage,
Which I rode up on, yeah.
which you rode up on yourself, so you know all about it.
Yeah.
We've got that outside. That's going really well for us. But then a few things that we don't, like mainstreams. There's no locks and all the normal stuff you get from Oxford. But our camping chairs, our fire pits, our cutlery, our camping towels, all that's been really, really popular.
All the goods supplied for the location that we're in, I suppose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
These have been really, really good. So we do the cool seat and the air seats. They've been really, really popular this weekend. But yeah, it's kind of been a bit of everything, really. That's selling.
It's good to hear. And the clothing-wise, I mean, we've got a lot of adventure gear here anyway. It was a given that we were going to bring that here.
Yeah, of course.
But can you tell us what's selling the most? What people are looking at more?
So the Halo jacket up the top there, the AA rated Halo jacket has done really, really well. But
It's a smart-looking jacket, to be fair.
It's a lovely jacket. One of my favourites.
Yeah.
I think this is a great jacket. Sorry, madam. But the Andes Air Dry Style. So for me, this jacket just ticks so many boxes because obviously it looks really nice. It's a full air jacket. But what you can do with this, you can take the waterproof,
Like a multi-layer
liner out,
system, yeah.
and then you can obviously slip it on over the top.
Yeah, perfect.
So when the weather's like this, it's been really good because now you just want the air jacket.
Yeah.
But in the morning, it's just been a little bit chillier.
Bit dewy, yeah.
Yeah, so people have just been slipping out. So that, people have gone, oh wow, I get it, I love it, and that's what I'm really
I mean, the Andes range has been out for years now, hasn't it? It's been really popular from day one.
This has been the new version of it, and it's going really well. I think they've just made it a little bit nicer. This is the ladies' version, and I just think the attention to detail is really nice. You know, where it just pops with the red. And on the shoulders there, I think it's a really lovely jacket.
Yeah, we like it.
And it fits so well. That's been the big thing with this. So, yeah, probably for me today, it's been the Andes Air, which has been my number one piece.
Like it.
For Infinity.
Nice one. All right, thanks, Danny.
Thanks for inviting us.
Let's go to see who else we can find.
Since we're doing a hard day's work, I think we're going to have some food, aren't we?
Good food.
Good food.
It's going to be
I've never had one before, I think. What? What do you mean, what?
madness. Euros will change your life.
A gyro I had in a BMX before.
No gyro.
What was it then?
Euros.
Euros. Isn't that a Lamborghini? Was that a Euros? Euros. That looks crazy.
Good stuff.
So someone on the bridge saying stage is being a bit annoying because she's interrupting my my video here.
She's originally from Wales.
But I'm going to try this gyro.
Wales is a beautiful country.
Euros?
She's gone on to be
Euros
one of the
for the first
UK's
time.
most
Where's the sauce at?
times and finished as top lady 4 times. And she's
I mean, it's
also
alright.
completed
So
the
good.
And it's so good.
Only the second British female to ever do that. So that is a true
and she's raised.
Right, so Tom just had a quick chat with a chap from Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix training.
Yeah.
They said to head down over here near the main stage to go over to Fantic, possibly, and see if we can try out one of their 250s tomorrow. We won't have any bookings, but we just kind of want to know what the lay of the land is, what we'll kind of be dealing with, possibly. We lugged up some stuff, didn't we? So in our Infinity tent, we do have kit if you do want to go off-roading.
We got some sturdier boots and helmets.
Just 40.
Just for the look, I suppose. We could wear our own helmets, but there you go.
But it's going to be semi-off-road as well, and there's also maybe like a training sort of scenario going instead, like an oval ring, but then we can go on the trail. Depends what we're going to kind of deal with. We're going to head over there. We're quite nearby, I think, and
see what happens.
See what happens, really.
See what happens.
All right, these boys are going out for a test ride.
So, good news, bad news, pretty much bad news.
Yeah, bad news. So the basic gist of it is there's no more bookings for the rest of the day. We just kind of try and ask them what's going on, and they said they can't book in advance. So you'll probably have to pitch a tent tomorrow morning at...
They officially open at 8 o'clock in the morning, but they just said people were queuing this morning since 6 o'clock. So it might be a bit tricky for us to actually get a booking and go out, but...
depending on how it goes tonight, as in the music and activities, it might still be a possibility. And I really want to do it because I've been here 2 years in a row now. Not once have I been able to go out on the road. Isn't that sad? Anyone in the ABR watching this, for future reference, please, yeah.
Actually, no, you can't. Well, you get up and book because you've got to be in there early.
Yeah.
On the day of, get up early and do it because otherwise you'll be stumm.
But for now, I think we're going to mooch around. We're going to go drop by to different places. We're going to film little excerpts of it for your enjoyment, I guess, because I don't think you guys know what it's going to be like.
Exactly. So this is our current view. So we've sort of come down from the retail village down the main track to the main stage. So this is basically our view now. So just down there is the main stage, and just across here is the rest of the food village. I don't know if you saw that go past.
That was brilliant. Main stage. We did not plan that. A guy was just walking past with an Infinity Motorcycles bag on the shoulder. Yep, there we go. So seeing as we may not be able to go on it, or if we do or not, safety precautions have been made. We're going to have a look at the Phoenix training ground. So this is what they're going to do. It's a little like oval section here, kind of marked out with some poles and stuff. Nothing too fancy, just a basic training session really with the instructor.
Off-road CBT training.
Pretty much, yeah, that's what the guy said, wasn't it? Yeah. And it looks like that. I don't know what bikes they're riding. I think they're riding the Fantics, aren't they?
They are riding the Fantics, yeah. I don't know if you can see in the background, but just over there is the top of, I think it's the TFT trail where you'll have riders going around. So yeah, at the back of it here is where the magic happens. Basically, this is what we're trying to get on.
Yeah. Yes, please. Lovely revs. We just made our way down from the exhibitor village, retail village, whatever you want to call it. Now we've moved into where the dealers are for Yamaha, Ducati, CF Moto, BMW, and having a little tester to see what sort of bikes that we can actually go for. So we found this little sweet spot called Latitude. They do loads of little camping gear things for your vehicles. Now in the background there's going to be like a caddies and vans and other bits like that. But they actually sell a lot to normal cars. And what I mean by that are like your saloons, your BMWs, your Mercedes and stuff. And it packs up really small. They're actually going to do a demo right now. They're doing it as we speak behind me. And they're going to fold it up and we're going to see what it looks like. So we're at the Alpine Star stand at ABR. We're joined by Davide, who's going to actually be talking over the new Tech Air. So please go ahead.
Well, thank you for coming by. Let me show you actually what the product would be. This is the latest Tech Air Off-Road, recently released on the market. Let's say 3 months old. It is the same one developed for the car.
Right, okay.
So factory Honda riders, factory KTM riders, they've been working to develop this one close with our technician, so to get the best product ever made for off-road use.
Yeah.
So right here you can see it's got 3 riding modes: street, enduro, and rally. So it depends on the mode you are in. So basically it sets itself depending on what you need.
It's brilliant. That's better.
Let's say you want to ride on the street. So the algorithm is quite easy, but you stop at a traffic light, you get hit by the car in the back, it will set off.
Okay, brilliant.
On enduro mode, you set an enduro mode, let's say you start first, second gear, you make a U-turn. Around a pole, you come back, you lose the front end, it's not going to deploy. It's not going to deploy because you got already level 2 protectors on shoulder, elbow, chest, and back. But if you're going to go over the bar, absolutely will deploy right away.
That's crazy.
And rally, you need to go even faster before you get a deployment.
Right.
Because for rally, the average speed is higher, therefore you need higher condition to get a proper deployment. So it's really a smart system that got developed throughout the years. Thanks to the top riders, our technician, we came out with this solution, which is nothing but the best. Nevertheless, it's the only airbags fully vented on the front. So that means when you ride off-road, low speed, you get some airflow right there.
That's so cool.
One more thing, you got 2 shots.
Right.
So that means you crash once really hard before deploy. And then you got a second one. But let's say that you crash during the car, during one day you go through both inflators, you still have level 2 protectors, full body armor.
So you can constantly wear it still.
That's right.
Even after the deployment.
That's right. And then at night you come back, and you replace it.
Yeah.
You remove the lead,
Oh, so
you
you do
put a new one.
self-service instead?
Do yourself, absolutely. You don't need to reset it or to send it back to the company,
Yeah.
and it's ready to go.
That's awesome because a lot of the airbags that are going out at the moment, you have either for the track or for on road because you have different algorithms for those certain scenarios, right? But with this, you've got 3-in-1, which is absolutely phenomenal.
You can set it yourself manually here on the phone by app.
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
So absolutely, it's the most advanced product ever made anyway.
Brilliant, thank you. Day one is over and done. We had a very eventful evening. We were really good with AC/DC, and then we went into the Ibiza-inspired stage. And now we're back at the camping site. Well, I am, at least. Lewis is still out partying. But that is the end of day one, so let's roll on day two. Right, so we got on, but it wasn't any of the ones that we said yesterday, but instead, actually it could be one of the ones we said yesterday.
We probably mentioned it yesterday.
But we're going to be on the
CRF 300L.
Yeah, boy. We thought, well, Lewis definitely thought as well, it's going to be a more comfortable bike to ride, let's just say.
Yeah, straight off the bat,
yeah.
I mean, none of us have gone off-road at all.
Yeah, definitely not. The most off-roading I've done is on the way in, and I nearly stacked it on the Bonneville anyway. So,
but I don't think we're going around on a trail. So they've got an adventure centre. They've got their own segment of land
cool.
by the trail. So we head straight up there at 2:15.
Yeah, said to be there about 15 minutes earlier. We've got our little tickets things, but what a malarkey as well before that, because we went down there and I was panicking since this morning. Right? I've been up since like 5:30, and then I was just waiting.
Spoke to the nice girl who checked our licences.
Yeah.
I gave her my national insurance number. Yeah. She goes, "Oh, can I just see driving licence?" And so I'm, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, so I had to rush back to the tent in this Knox puffer jacket. Grab that. All the bags were packed in the van, so I had to scour through the van, get my actual licence out, run back again. The lady said, You've got a bit hot, haven't you? So, yeah.
So you sprinted back?
Yeah.
You must have done that well.
Yeah, and she was completely right. But anyway, so we're just going to chill out for a little bit longer, have our coffee for once, and maybe a bit of food.
Nearly went over.
And then we should be out on the trails. Next question is, what gear are we wearing?
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, I've got my Thurigan Brooks jacket I can chuck on for the adventure look.
Yeah.
Boots, we might have to just crack on with our urban street boots.
Yeah.
But I did just sit on it. I mean, the rear brake is pretty spiky. The pegs are, as they are on Enduro riders. So,
yeah.
I mean, they're tough soles at least, so we should be right. We're not doing anything serious.
Yeah, we're not doing anything too crazy. At least we didn't sign up for gas, because apparently that trail was a bit...
Yeah, some steep hills, short little jumps. So, yeah, I don't think we'll do anything like that.
I'll be up for it, but I don't think I'll be able to ride home.
No,
Right.
broken.
This is actually so sick. I'm probably not saying anything to the camera because it's my first time, but this is actually pretty sick. I'm enjoying this a lot. Yeah. So this has been ABR 2024. What a fun packed few days that we've had here, doing everything from off-roading to working the stand to partying all night. It was everything that you could ever dream for if you're a biker.
You got any words?
They've got everything here. If you're like thinking about coming, or like if you're thinking about getting on a bike, even they've got so much here to allow you to do that. Not just off road, you can go and test ride the road bikes, the adventure road bikes they've got here as well. So yeah, it's like it is a great vibe here, and it's just a great festival for biking in general. Yeah, it's been a great experience.
Well, if you guys did enjoy this video, give us a thumbs up. Comment down below your favourite part of the video. Be sure to subscribe, and hope to see you here at ABR next year.
Let's go.
Let's get home.